Hello, everyone. This is Nate Sanchez with Farmers Insurance. And I wanted to introduce you to a good friend of mine, Stan Morgan, who can help you out with your auto glass claims and auto glass services. Well, and I do appreciate your time. We've been working together for a couple years now, at least.
Yeah, probably about 3-4 years. Yeah,
3-4 years. Yeah. So, and one of the reasons why I refer a lot to these guys and I send my clients to them has a lot to do with something you touched on briefly. You said something about mobile service. So, especially right now, during COVID-19, that's definitely top of people's minds.
how we're handling everything right now is we typically schedule people for morning time frame where we let them know we're going to be there sometime between about 9 to 12:30 area. And what we do is our technician will call the customer when they are en route to getting there. So to let them know we're on our way. And that's probably usually, depending on where they're at, but it's probably 15 to 20 minutes leeway by the time from them getting to the appointment. And then in the afternoon time frame, we do the same thing. That's usually about a 1 to 5 time frame there. And again, the technician should call you when they're on their way. And once we get there, we can do a lot of interesting things happening through the COVID. I mean, we've been working with the guys should be wearing masks and all that. And once they get to the job, they should contact you, the customer, most of the time by phone, to go ahead and get started on the job. And we can do everything touchless once we get there. I mean, we can even get payment by phone. We take credit card, debit card, checks, but on the mobile service, but we can do everything by phone. So customers can definitely request everything touchless. Otherwise, the guys will just let them know that they're there, get started on the work, have the car unlocked, and once they finish, they can contact the customer again. We can just leave the paperwork in the vehicle, and if there's any payment that does need to be collected, whether it's deductible or cash pricing, we can do that by phone as well. In the case of hail, if there is additional damage to the body of the car, the windshield gets cracked due to hail, and there's body damage to the car as well. What the consumer has to understand is those claims then go to their comprehensive deductible, which in this example we're using as a $500 deductible.
Right.
And the glass coverage itself, it's becomes, I guess, basically you could say null and void. That may not be the right word to use, but it all goes to the comprehensive deductible.
Right. It gets wrapped into the same incident, same
right.
claim. Yeah.
And Nate, I'll add into that as well. I mean, obviously, unless the car it's not drivable because of the damage to the windshield, probably best for them to talk to the body shop and everything first, because depending on the body damage that they have, if it's not going to be paintless dent repair to fix the car cosmetically, if they're going to actually have to do some body work, replace some parts, roof damage or that, the windshield is going to have to be taken out through that process. And we try to be very careful with people that, when that hits, we all get a little excited. It's like, I have to get that windshield replaced right away. If it's drivable, we probably need to wait, because we need to make sure, whether it's Farmers or any other insurance company out there, we don't want to get in a situation where you come in or you replace the windshield, then you take the car in and get the body work done, and the windshield has to be replaced again. And the insurance company, again, no matter who it is, everybody handles it the same way. They may say, oh no, we already replaced the windshield, we're not going to pay for that coverage again. And then it's at the vehicle owner's expense to do it a second time. So it's just something to be aware of and be cautious with on hail damage as well.
Definitely. Yeah. That's good to know. And then, like I said earlier, I mean, we've, as an agency, we've been referring out to Premium Auto Glass and working with Stan for the last 3 or 4 years. We do that specifically because of how you've taken care of our clients. And one of those things, obviously, is it's not only having a lot of knowledge about how to work with insurance companies, but also it comes down to making it convenient for people. Most of my clients, when they've worked with you guys, have basically been at work, can just unlock their car for a moment. The work's all done by the time they're done working, and it's just super easy to work, guys. So I do appreciate that quite a bit.
Yeah, just to kind of give people just a little indication of how this all works. So once we get to the location, and we can do the mobile service whether you're at work or at home. But once the technician does get to the location, the whole process for the car to be safe to drive away with, once they start on replacing the windshield, it's probably about an hour and a half process to replace the windshield and for the adhesive to set up so that it's safe to drive away. It's about an hour and a half, maybe at the most an hour and 45-minute process, but with the adhesives we have now, they dry pretty quickly. But that gives people an indication of the time frame for them to drive the car away safely and what kind of time they need to be sure that they're available for that amount of time.
Right. Well, I do appreciate your time. Thank you very much, Stan. I'll tag some information so that people can get a hold of you should they have any needs for getting the windshield replaced. I definitely recommend that everyone understand their glass coverage, whether they're a current client of mine or whether they're just need to call their agent and find out definitely right now. So thanks again. I appreciate your time and have a great day, sir.
Thanks, Ian. I appreciate it. Have a great day.